Ross Feingold, who's live with us right now. So she has arrived. She's in Taipei. Tell us, how are people reacting there right now? What is the mood to, the fact that she has landed, her plane has landed?
Generally today, despite the threats from China, it was business as usual, whether people were working, shopping, leisure activities, keeping in mind it's the middle of the summer. So the Chinese threats really didn't change how people go about their day-to-day business here in Taipei or throughout Taiwan. I think a lot of people across Taiwan are probably tuning into their TV in the last hour just to see the show, seeing her flight land, hearing the program host talk about the Air Force planes that are flying around Taiwan's airspace to keep Pelosi's plane safe, et cetera, et cetera. But it has become a bit of a show. I mean, we see this with the enormous global media coverage. We see this with the large number of people who came to the airport to welcome her. And then, as John was just discussing, really the next question is going to be not an hour from now or tomorrow morning, but after she gets on the plane midday tomorrow and her delegation leaves, what will the aftermath be, and how will Taiwan and the United States, maybe to a lesser extent Japan, Australia, other friends of Taiwan, deal with that?
And it really is something that is on the top of people's mind. Why is this visit taking place, and why now it seems to be adding fuel to the fire?
I think the visit is because she's a lame duck speaker. So she's doing the same thing by making this visit towards the very end of her time, right? I mean, we could say, Speaker Pelosi, why didn't you do this the first time you were speaker? Why didn't you do this earlier the second time you became speaker at the beginning of 2019 after the 2018 midterm election in the U.S.? And the other thing is a lot of Democrats are in very tight races. Republicans are using the China issue, frankly, very successfully against Democrats. They say, you're soft on China. And now a Democrat can respond to that accusation by saying, you can't say the Democrats in the House of Representatives are soft on China because our speaker, Nancy Pelosi, just went to Taiwan despite Chinese threats that she shouldn't. So I think the audience needs to keep in mind that this is also very much about domestic U.S. politics.
So, Ross, if I could summarize, is this visit in the interest more of Nancy Pelosi, would you say, than Taiwan?
It's a great question. And again, I think time will tell, especially what is she going to do for Taiwan when she goes back to the U.S.?
Indeed. All right, Ross Feingold, thank you very much indeed for joining us today on this breaking news. And